Hope everybody's having a great day. My day is just getting started. The weather is decent enough. My coffee is perfect. And I'll take the small wins in life as much as I can. I already lost my hairline, so a win is a win. Now, with that being said, knowing your audience, is important. I've said this before. Too much information is too much information. What information a person needs to know is what they need to know. Sometimes you don't, just because you don't talk about it, something doesn't mean that you're omitting it or you're hiding from it. It just means that it's not meant for that platform. Everything is not always meant for everybody. Especially when you're trying to move forward in life, it's not always a good thing to keep bringing up negative things, in your past. It's about moving forward. But if you feel the need to broadcast everything, broadcast everything. But this is the funny thing about people. You omit something that they care about knowing about, but they don't care about you omitting the stuff that they don't care about, that you chose not to talk about. It's interesting. It's interesting how focused people are on your life that aren't doing anything. The day is decent enough. It's supposed to be real windy here today. I guess it's windy. We've had windier days on colder days that made it feel like it was freezing. Oh, I was like, is that a string? No, it's my gray hairs. But anyway, that being said, people in your life. People always want to change people. You can't change people. People don't change until they want to change, regardless. Like, say a person is dealing with an addiction problem. They're not going to, no matter what you do, no matter how many rehabs you put them in, no matter how much counseling you put a person in, whatever it may be, and not just, addicts, but people in life in general. No matter how much counseling that a person gets, they don't change until they want to change, period. And people fall in these situations where they're thinking that they can change somebody. You can't change a person. A person has to change when they're ready to change, period. Now, with that being said, another thing that I always say, that if you're going to counseling, couples counseling, whatever counseling you may be going through, you have to be honest with the person who's qualified. All right, I'll say this again. You have to be honest with the person who's qualified to help you. If you're not honest with them, at least be honest with yourself and receive as much knowledge as possible from this person, using somebody else as an example if you care about what people think. As you can see, I got my trusty, not trustee. That's the wrong term. I have my assistant, all right, doing what he do. So anyway, I had a phone call from a brother of mine, all right, and he's a brother. He's a Florida brother, all right. He's not from my parents, all right, but he's a Florida brother. I had a Florida brother call me, and he asked me a couple questions. And he was doing his research online or listening to whatever, because over time I've created different characters. And a couple times the characters have been in the LGBTQT community. A couple characters that I've created. And he was like, why? He's like, if you're gay, you can tell me. And I'm like, no, I'm not gay, but I created this character in particular for the culture of hip hop. And he's like, why? He couldn't understand why I would create a character that was not me. But, to the world, I pose a question. Is Denzel Washington a crooked cop? No, he's not. All right. A character is a character. And any character that I create, usually because I'm by myself, is to help elevate. Now, I don't have to explain everything that I do, all right? But everybody needs a champion. And champions, in my opinion, keep it real. Whether they're living the culture or the lifestyle or whatever, a champion keeps it real. And this character that I created keeps it real. Have a great day.